The Russians have a couple of interesting aircraft with thrust vectoring. Two of them are at fairly high BRs, and they are the Yak-141 and the Su-30SM. So I figured it might be pretty interesting to take them both out in a dogfight and see which one is the better of the two thrust vectoring. Now, obviously, the Su-30SM is going to be slightly superior than the Yak-141. It has more maneuverability than the Yak-141, it has better weaponry with the R-73, and it just has more control with its thrust vectoring, whereas in the Yak-141's thrust vectoring, it's very good at changing directions and getting to point the nose at places very quickly, but it is not as good in dogfighting as the Su-30SM. So the Yak-141 is very much more directional. If you want to pull in a direction quickly, the thrust vectoring is really good for that. The Su-30SM's thrust vectoring is much better for the type of fight you have here, which is dogfighting. Being able to get your nose around for R-73 shots, or to just point your nose and get gunshots, it just makes it way better at doing this than the Yak-141. However, I do have a couple things I prefer with the Yak-141. That is, one, the better directional control. You are able to point your nose at a direction way better than the Su-30, at least in my opinion. And it seems to have more power. At low altitudes, you are going to be able to come out of dives actually pretty well with the Yak-141. The Su-30, if you get too low, you're going to have an issue getting out of that dive. But as far as actual basic fighter maneuvers like we're doing in this video, the Su-30SM is by far a lot better. Your weapon systems for your Yak-141, besides your gun, your best option is going to be the R-27ET. These are pretty maneuverable, but not anywhere close to as maneuverable as the R-73, so it really kind of does leave the Yak-141 at a severe hindrance in these close-in engagements. Now, the Yak-141 was planned to actually get access to the R-77 and the R-73. Gaijin has given it access to the R-27ET, the R-27ER, and the R-60. A lot of players seem to be very annoyed with that. Personally, I actually like the Yak-141 a lot better with the R-24ER and the R-27ETs than I would, I think, with the R-73 and the R-27, or R-77. I do hope they at some point add a late version of this aircraft that gives it access to the R-73, because that would be very fun to go out with the thrust vectoring, and especially at a slightly lower VR than something like the Su-30SM, or just for dogfights in general. I do actually think if it had access to the R-73, it'd be a lot more on par, if not even possibly better than the Su-30SM. But the Su-30SM is just too good at air-to-air with the thrust vectoring. It's what it was made to do. It's way more capable in a dogfight than what the Yak-141 has, because that's what it was intended for. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And do you guys think the Yak-141 should get the R-73 to make it more potent in dogfights? Do you guys think the Su-30 is going to be the best aircraft forever in this type of dogfights? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Join the Discord link down below in the description. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys at the next one.